Hey, on the street of social media, it is. All right, the first one says businessman shares how his friend lost a job due to visibilities of a panty lines, leg chain, and multiple piercing. I'll read the gist. They calm down. All right, this person, that his name is Chris, he said, I have been fuming for the past 12 hours. Chai. I feel like blowing that guy breeze. Then he went for that to say someone applied for a personal assistant job to the CEO of an oil servicing firm. She aced the first interview and was set for the second round with the CEO and another person. But the guy totally trashed her appearance just because she had multiple ear piercing, wore a leg chain, and had visible pant lines. Right? Seriously, what happened to being decent about stuff you don't like? If you have got reservations, keep them to yourself. I am boiling over this. So. In a nutshell, he's just complaining about the fact that his friend decide she's looking for a job here, and she went to an oil firm, and she's like, okay, please, I want to work here. I want to be the personal assistant to the CEO. Only for her to get there. I mean, our results are good. She aced all the passed and all. Then you have to get like the finals. The owner of the person you want to work with has to see you and all of that. Then getting to the CEO, and he's just looking at her, observing her, and like, why you dey wear leg chain? You understand? How many earrings you want wear, and you say it won't work with me? Even your pant lines, I can actually see it. What's occurring here? I would want to start with Julie. What do you think about this?
Uh, I need to understand something. Is the question about how she presented to the place or
Yes.
how the reaction was?
So it's two things, yeah. First off, people have the opinion like, why are you know that you want to actually you want going for this interview, yeah? So why you dressed like this? Why you putting on multiple earrings? Why you on a lecture? Do you
Yeah.
understand? Why can I see your pant lines? Doesn't make any sense, right?
Mhm.
That's from people's perspective. Why there are some like they're like, okay, even though you have all of this reservation, it's easy to just say, oh, I'm sorry, they said you're qualified, but I don't like you
Exactly.
or something. Then just go. You don't need to
Mm-hmm.
start telling her that, oh, how many earrings you won't wear and all of those things,
Yeah.
you know?
I mean, to me, life is a game. That's the truth. And
Okay.
when you decide to play a game, you need to play by the rules of the game. So whoever created the game, it's in charge. Do you understand?
Okay.
The same way you open up the Bible and there's a place saying you cannot question God, right? Irrespective of what you do, God is in charge of that universe. Since you
Yes.
decide to exist in that universe, the moment you decide to go to a workplace to apply for a job, whoever is in charge of that place is God there. How they feel like addressing situations there is left to them. How you take it is left to you. If you feel like you're being disrespected, you can walk out. You don't have to wait to hear the rest of the gist. That's number one. So if you go there, it's okay by you to dress however you like. If you like, go there naked. It's fine.
Oh, wow.
Do you understand? That is up to you. But are you also ready to receive the
Backlash?
or the positive comments because you don't know what might actually happen?
Yeah, yeah.
Funny thing is, the CEO might look at the person and be like, I like this person, very interesting. Is this person is the opposite of who I am, and I want people to see that vibe to connect with me. You see people trying to get personal assistant and like, okay, I want a Gen Z person that is really active on social media because that's not what I do, and you come around and it gets you the job. So I mean, if you go there, you want to be who you are because it's a different thing to dress, sweet and everything, and then the next day you're dressing differently to office, and the guy is looking at you like, what the hell is going on? Do you get? So, but if you decide to dress like that, be ready for whatever comes. So maybe you get there, you ace the first stage, you get to the second stage, you meet the CEO. The CEO looks at you up, down. What the hell is this? Oh, fine. It means I don't have to be here. You walk out. That's it. Why are you staying there? So
They have a different.
both parties are right. It's
I mean-
pick your own poison.
I want to look at it from like two sides.
Okay.
Like the side of being decent. You have to know where you're going to. I cannot just walk in anywhere and be carrying leg chain, different piercings.
That's the
I-
thing.
Like you dress to first impression matters a lot. Let's not forget that. You can't just walk in and be looking tattered or looking
My
anyhow.
dear, see this thing you're talking about, but I also do think that you can almost dress anyhow you like. But if you're gonna do that, better be the best at the game. Because now I figured that even because when you're saying this now, I remember that when I was in med school
Okay.
and when I was working as a doctor in the teaching hospital, I worked in University College Hospital. That's like the biggest hospital in West Africa, basically.
okay.
So like there's everybody, the consultant, every single person is there. Look, I wasn't dressing like the typical doctors. Bro, my shoes clean, shit. You're gonna see my socks. Sometimes it's colored. Trouser is well gaitered. My ward coat. The moment you see me, you know that this is not just every other kind of doctors.
Doctor.
Do you understand? My hair is afro, then I've got my beards, everything. And I had a very close friend also that we used to work together. Everybody they actually knew us in UCH. It's like those guys, them. But guess what? I got some units. There's a unit called SCBU where you have to handle like neonates, really small babies. The amount of people that can cite a line on a unit like that in the old hospital, they're not a lot. But for my level as which I was a house officer at that point in time, I was probably like 1 in 100 that can do that. The way I treat my patients, the way I talk to them, I find solutions for you. There's no, if you see me, in fact, you go to see where patients were requesting for me. At that point in time, it's no longer about how you look like, what you dress like. They want results.
The service you render.
So if, for example, the same call person that went for this interview is this, is that, this person starts talking, why did you dress like that? And the person gives him or her a response that shocks this person. And you already know that you can't get this kind of person anywhere. It's up to you to decide and say, do I want to work with this person? Can I bend my rules? Can we find a compromise? If you're the best at what you do, that's the only way you can change the system. Who started with the old wear shirt and trouser? Someone started it. It was, all these rules were created by human beings. So why can't another human being change it?
Okay, I get your point here, but I mean, you just give the example of you being a doctor and all of that, but I mean that's like you working. This person is going for an interview,
Exactly.
so it just made sense to pick certain person there. It just made sense that you look decent to their definition of what decency means.
Yes. You understand? Like-
To their definition of what decency means.
I mean, if one person wakes up one morning, the truth is, I
Who
cannot.
defines decency?
That's the thing. So everybody has a different definition of where a particular word is. That's the truth, and you cannot hold anybody accountable. Do you get what I'm saying? So to certain persons, they're like, okay, you're going to work in this kind of, environment. Why are you putting on multiple earrings and all of that? And if you, to some persons, if you ask us, you say, oh, fashion, but that's how I want to look. Now, why are you bringing the whole fashion thing to work? That's another person's perspective. Do you get what I'm saying? So, I mean, so they're looking at me.
No, but I'm just like, you know what? Be who you want to be. Be ready for the backlash. If you're not accepted somewhere, then move on.
Okay.
That's what it is. If you're not accepted here, move on. You want to be a peer to someone, then go and meet Ashake, go and meet Bonabo.
Doesn't mean they should
They
talk
go
down
hug
on
you.
her. Like,
They
I
will hug
mean,
you. Do you understand? That talking down part, I feel like you should just treat every human being decently. Like, talk to everybody nicely, irrespective of the situation, whatever it is. Talk to everybody like you regard them as a human. Do you understand? So I don't really appreciate that you talk to her anyhow. But again, like I said, everyone, whoever the person is, male or female, is a god there.
Love it. All right, let's quickly check the comment section to see people's reaction on that. All right, this one says, the same thing I tell my kids. You can be denied a golden opportunity in Nigeria and even abroad because of your appearance. Abroad, people will not talk because it's against the law, but they will take decision against you nonetheless. Then understand that different people different people have different culture and views, and will use them when they are in power. Not everybody like piercing, tattoos, and leg chains. You can even lose a good life partner because of your appearance, even though you are a good person. It is a thing of the mind. Know this and know peace. And that's the thing. Imagine you're going to a probably want to get married to someone, and you're probably with plenty earrings, and probably the mom doesn't like it.
yeah.
You're
going to do a lot of explanation.
Maybe the mom go follow and sleep for us now.
But there are some men now that the baby what do they call them, mommy boys and all of that.
And not the man you want to marry to. Is that the kind of man you want to marry to?
I mean,
do you understand?
I mean,
Do you get?
Next comment, please. All right, this one says, baby girl, I'm sorry about what happened, child. Ew. But this is something almost everyone should know. You're going for a job interview, leave every form of fashion at home. Leg chain isn't necessary. One pair of earrings is enough. Be sure that your dressing is decent enough. Most of these firms take their dress code seriously.
I agree with her in terms of, I think that the most important thing is wherever you're going to work, right? You have to do your research. If you're not doing your research is negligence on your part, it means you're not taking it serious. Because if you already do your research and you're like, oh, this place is how they dress, how they work, that's kind of job you're trying to get, then dress like that. If you decide to do the opposite, be ready for whatever comes with it.
So speaking to this, it made me remember a particular story of this girl that finished law school and all. I think she actually is a lawyer, and I mean, on social media, you see her with the normal, shirts, and she's probably dancing, twerking, and all of that. And people were like, okay, how can a lawyer be doing this? They actually felt she was irresponsible. Some people they went to the extreme, like the extreme of reporting her, this what do you call that, cancel culture and all of that. That this kind of person should not be seen in the court. This kind of person should not even be fighting on behalf of anybody, because while you're on social media, a whole lawyer like you be on social media, you're twerking. What do you have to say to that?
See, first and foremost, what is the rules that guide that profession? That's where I'm going to start from. Is there a particular rule that says that you can do that? If there is one, then you're wrong already, because you already know that. But if there is no rule for that, live your life as you want to live it. But be ready for the backlash. There are people that are not going to give you that job.
Definitely.
There are people that will tell you not to defend them. But again, I say so. What if you defend A, B, C, and all the cases you've been defending, you've been winning? Bro, you're going to someone that is in trouble.
Okay.
Like, there's really someone in trouble. It's like, well, I don't care. In fact, let her dance with pants. I want this person,
It's
as long
true.
as I'm not
It's
going to go
true.
to jail.
Sure.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
And again, this guys, lawyers defend basically everybody. You're not guilty until you're proven so. Do you understand?
Yes.
So you're going to see some criminals that are like, yo, I like this one. Let's chill. Take, smoke, drink. Yeah, this is what happened. And then we go to court, and then, you get the work done. I don't like the people try to teach people how to live their lives. I think that everyone is existing on their own. And people should not, you don't have to force your own rules or your own life guidelines on another person. If someone decides that she wants to live this way, then let the person live that way. If you don't want the person's services, then